Hey guys, so today I'm making a video talking about my Pokemon investing strategy for the rest of 2024. Now this is probably going to be a different strategy from a lot of what you guys are going to be doing, simply because I'm already quite invested for this year. As you can see, my 2024 portfolio, I'm up about, I don't know, what is that, like 12% or something. I mean, these numbers aren't super accurate in Pokedata, and there are some things I have that aren't plugged into Pokedata just because the tracker for them aren't super accurate. So anyways, I'm just going to show you some of my top performers so far on the year. Obviously we have Fusion Strike booster boxes, which I've made pretty much half of my earnings off of. Then Lost Origin booster boxes, Chilling Rain Brilliant Stars, some booster bundles, Paldea Evolved, Silver Tempest that I got a good deal on, PCTBs for Paldean Fates, and then some other PCTBs for Fusion Strike Lost Origin. And then we get down here into Crown Zenith booster bundles, 151 booster bundles, and a couple other miscellaneous products before we turn red on a few things, which is okay, not a big deal. But for the most part, doing quite well this year. The reason I wanted to make this video though is because, first of all, it's for me, just to try and set goals for myself and look back in 6 months at the end of the year to see if I actually accomplished them. Um, I wouldn't want to say screwed up, but there are some products I bought this year that I kind of regret buying, and my goal for the rest of the year is going to be to get out of those products, try and sell them for a gain, obviously, because long term I will make money on them if I keep them. So I'm not in a super huge rush to sell them, but I do think that that money could be better allocated into other products. So I'm going to try to get rid of them. So what are those products, you may ask? Well, pretty much all of them are tins. So to start off, we have Divergent Power Tins. Now I was buying these off the Pokemon Center, and yes, they do have two Evolving Skies, a Brilliant Stars, and two Astral Radiance. They're really good tins. Again, one of the problems is I do think money could be better allocated into other things. Um, so first off with tins, unless it's a specialty set like, 151 mini tins or like Crown Zenith tins, you're not 100% sure what packs are going to be inside. For me, I was confident buying these because I did a ton of research and never saw them getting a reprint anywhere. Basically, on any opening, it was always two Evolving Skies, Brilliant Stars, and two Astral Radiance. So I was confident buying them. I am considering breaking down some of them, just to keep some more Evolving Skies. But outside of there being other investments I could put my money into, the other thing is just space. I mean, these things take up a lot of space. And considering that I'm buying a ton of booster boxes and that I want to make large purchases into Scarlet and Violet for the rest of the year and into 2025, I'm going to need a lot more space, especially considering these sets are cheaper to pick up. So I'm going to have, a lot more booster boxes in my possession than I had do for or not Fusion Strike, but Sword and Shield boxes. So getting rid of some of these larger tins is definitely a priority also for that, but also because there's better places to allocate my money. The other thing, Galar Power Mini Tins, I have about 4 displays of these, complete sealed displays. So I don't think it's going to be too hard to get rid of. Again, the problem with these is they were reprinted like 2 or 3 times. So there was one with Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike. Mine are not that. Mine are the Lost Origin, I believe, in Astral Radiance ones, C23. The newest ones, I did get a good deal on them. I actually bought them off Hobbiesville. I didn't pay $47.99. It was like 40, I'm trying to remember, 42 or 43.99, which in retrospect, I kind of bought them hoping they were going to be Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike. They weren't. But they are sealed displays, so I think I'm going to be able to get rid of them without too large of a problem. But again, that said, they are bulkier items that I want to get rid of, and again, there are better places I want to put my money. And then finally, collector's chests. I actually bought these off Hobbiesville, and I think it was during their Christmas sale, and I believe they're like $17.95 or something. So I paid like $19, I believe, and then I actually had a bit of a discount, so it was like $18.50 a piece. You get 5 packs, 3 promos. Again, this was younger Pokey Profit thinking that he was getting a really good deal, having zero experience with collector's tins. I found that these are really hard to move, but I am planning to send a lot of them off to Amazon. And, I've really only tried to sell them locally, which is probably part of the issue. I mean, I should throw them up on eBay, but also I did the math. If I send them off to Amazon, I can make probably about $4 or $5 per unit. So And then again, if they're at FBA, they're not in my house, so I'm going to have space freed up. But in the future, unless I'm getting like an even better deal than what I did get on them, I'm not going to be buying these. And again, when I bought them, I did think they were going to have Lost Origin. Unfortunately, they were the reprints with Silver Tempest. I did open a couple of them just to be sure. So I'm not too upset about this purchase. And again, long term, like I would make money on them, but there are better places I want to put my money. So what I'm going to be doing over the next few months, especially when I get back to Canada, because as many of you know, I am currently in Colombia. So when I get back to Canada, I am going to be trying to offload a lot of these products, basically my tins, where it's not guaranteed inside what packs are going to be there. So if I get rid of all that, essentially what my plan is to do is to throw that money into more booster boxes. Now, by the time I sell that stuff, it's really going to depend what is still available. So for now, we still have Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, and Silver Tempest, and then Astral Radiance down here somewhere that I've lost a bit on. Those 4 sets are still in stock at the Pokemon Center. And basically what I'm planning to do with the money I get from selling off those tins is buy these boxes if they're still in stock, especially Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars. Why? I think these things are just going to explode once they sell out. We saw it with Fusion Strike. Now, even if they don't explode to $300 Canadian, they go up to like 250, 270. That's still going to be really strong, like what, 30%, 35, 40% gains on these boxes, which is going to be a lot higher than what I could make off the tins. From there, it's really going to depend on what happens. I am considering moving more towards Scarlet and Violet for the rest of the year after that. So especially the back half of the year, like October, November, December, and then moving into 2025, I'm going to be picking up a lot of Paldea Evolved booster boxes, especially if they get reprinted and the price comes down on them. As you can see down here, I'm already making money on these boxes. I believe my buy cost is like 134 Canadian, something like that. So around $100 US. I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that. But as you can see, I've already made money on them in theory, right? So it shows how well Paldea Evolved is doing compared to the other sets in SV. So yeah, I'm going to be moving into that for the back half of the year, getting out of tins and other products I don't want. And as we scroll down here, you'll see some other kind of random investments. So Guardians Rising booster packs. These aren't loose. They're sleeved, but Pokedata doesn't give you the entry for that. Same thing with these Breakpoint ones. Those are things that I kind of want to move, and I do have someone interested in them, so they are things that I can sell for a profit and get out of, and then put that money into somewhere else where I think there'll be better gains in the future. Same thing down here. So a few team up boosters that I have, sleeve boosters, some Unbroken Bonds ones, just some like miscellaneous items that I bought because they were a decent price. Again, the Pokedata.io or whatever this is, the tracker for the price on some of these isn't the best. So I do think I'm actually up on some of these, and I am considering keeping the team up ones. But Unbroken Bonds, if I can move them for a little profit, I will, just because I want every dollar I can to put into Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, Silver Tempest, even potentially I might even grab a few more boxes of. So, and yeah, I'm not going to touch Chilling Reign and Fusion Strike. They're already out of stock. They've already seen quite large bumps. Obviously, I think they're going to keep going, but again, buying Lost Origin Brilliant Stars at MSRP would just be a no-brainer. So that's my strategy for the rest of 2024, guys, is just sell off my tins that I don't want, where they've been reprinted and the packs inside aren't guaranteed. For me, I just don't see the gains in these in the future, even though I got them for a decent price. I recognize now that I'm going to be able to make more money, especially right now. The opportunity with Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars is huge. I'm glad I'm sitting on this many boxes of them to begin with, but I can always grab more at MSRP, and I will sleep even better at night doing that. And then yeah, afterwards, moving into Paldea Evolved is really just my goal. Like, if I could rack up 50, 60, 70 booster boxes of Paldea Evolved over the next 15 to 18 months, I think that'll be a really good play long term. I'm also going to be keeping my eye on the new sets that come out, Twilight and Masquerade. We're still waiting on cards from Mask of Change. Obviously, a lot of them are going to be based around Ogerpon, so I don't think it's going to be the largest, most investable set out the gate. Same thing with the set coming after that. There's rumors about the new Stellar type of Pokemon that's going to be in there. We're gonna have, what are they called, the loyal three. So again, probably not sets that a lot of the investing bros want, just because they're not gonna have the huge cards like the Ho, Umbreon, etc. I'm gonna be taking a look at the cards once those sets come out, once we know more about them. Just to get an idea of the next 2 or 3 years where I want to put my money. With that said, thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far in the video, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys commenting, even if we don't agree on everything. I just love hearing people's ideas and feedback on what they're investing in. It gives me a better idea of where I should put my money, or maybe if maybe if I have negative sentiments about a certain thing when I shouldn't. For example, I made a video about the best booster box sets, and some people gave me shit about battle styles, putting it in trash. So that might be something that maybe I have to take a second look at and reconsider in the future. Same thing with build and battle stadiums. People were saying that I underrated those products, especially in comparison to something like ETBs. So I might do a video on that in the future as well. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to add. Probably not. So thank you guys for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.